Good morning. My apologies, folks. I have been MIA. Well, with all the stuff going on in the world, it's been really hard to talk about makeup and, move on with regular life like nothing is going on. So I've just been paying attention and focusing on current events and things like that. So I haven't been recording. But we must continue, right? And makeup is therapy. It helps me kind of relax and not think about those things. So let's just get into it. Today is day 2 of a work conference for me. So I've already have my hair up because in this style, my hair stays put. I don't have to worry about it looking messy. And so I just went with this again. I've moisturized my face. Let me see here. Yesterday, I did use, so we're gonna see today if this is also the same. Yesterday, for moisturizer, I've been using my Fenty moisturizer, but I was having some breakage with my makeup. I used Estee Lauder as my foundation yesterday and concealer, and I had breakage around this area, which is pretty normal, right? Because we're talking all day, like there's creasing, there's whatever going on, but I don't like that. So today, what I decided to do was change my moisturizer. So I just used my Nivea moisturizer, and I'm gonna see if I have those same kind of issues today as I did yesterday. Usually I have some breakage, but and it wasn't noticeable because the rest of my face was still beat, still looking good, but when I notice it, it bothers me. And so I'm gonna check it out today. Use the Estee Lauder from yesterday so that I can see if I'm still having breakage, and that's gonna let me know if it was the moisturizer, because I use the same primer, which is my e.l.f. Putty primer, and the moisturizer, and that's all I used underneath my makeup. So I'm wondering what caused the breakup, because usually with my Estee Lauder, I can last like a good 14-16 hours. I really trust it. I'm not sure, maybe the formulas in the Fenty moisturizer didn't like the SPF in the Estee Lauder as well, and maybe those two were kind of going at it. I don't know, but I'm gonna check it out today and see what happens. The conference is only 8 hours, and I actually got to get up today at 6 instead of 3:30 a.m. and yesterday, which was really super nice. I wish I could do it every day, but because I'm in school, well, I have the next 2 weeks off, which is so nice. But because I'm in school, getting off earlier from work, I get to work at 6 a.m. and I get off at 3:30 usually, and it just works out because I can come home and take an hour nap, and then I can do my homework, and that's kind of why I have, I get up so early, because I have to get ready, and I don't like to rush. I don't like to wake up in the morning be stressed. I like to take my time and roll out of bed and kind of get my thoughts together and my life together. So yeah, so everything I do is because of another reason. So otherwise I would have loved to start, and then traffic is so bad. So if I get off at 4:30 or later than that, traffic is so bad to get home. So it's you just gotta do what you gotta do. So lucky to have the problems of actually even being able to pick my own shift. So let's not be ungrateful, right? All right, so I've already done that. Let me do my e.l.f. Putty primer. And I really only take these on my cheeks. And I do it on my nose. And my forehead. And it's just a layer over. It's not gonna be don't massage it in. And that's it. So I'm gonna be working on eyebrows. Next, we're gonna be doing my LA Girl brow pomade. I might have this for another 6 months. It's worth the money, that's for damn sure. Okay, angled brush. I'm just gonna kind of roll this down a little bit. Oops, a little bit too high. It's okay. I am gonna do eyeshadow, so I'm gonna be a little bit messy because I know I can correct. So let me just fill it all in. And I know I tell you guys usually don't fill the front in, but Lately, I've just been filling it in just because my eyebrows are sparse in a lot of areas right now. And I want the definition, and I want it defined, and I haven't been really caring about it being blocky lately because it works out. Okay, that's good enough. Let's see. I'm gonna use Too Faced Born This Way. This is in Honey, and that's what I'm gonna use as my kind of cut crease here. Not cut crease, but you know, just my cleanup. Looks better already. I'm gonna take my concealer brush and just blend it all in. And I don't know if you guys all watched the documentary or like the show, the Dallas Cowgirls. Season 2 came out, and I think me and my wife were just as surprised as the rest of the world that they were not getting paid well. I mean, just not well at all. They were having to work second, third jobs on top of their really busy strict regimen of practice and all of that. And this second season, actually, some of the cowgirls fought for their, you know, just an increase in pay. They were getting like $15 an hour and like $500 per like game, which is nothing. This team is worth so much more, millions, billions of dollars. So imagine just getting paid like pennies. And this had been going on for years. There was no increase. There was nothing. And they just expected the girls to work hard and have it be a privilege. And sometimes it is a privilege, but it is always a privilege to do what you love to do. But you should get adequately paid, especially if the team itself makes so much money with shows and they were doing a lot more things. And to just get paid like $500 a game or $15 an hour, and it was nice because they had PR, like they would get like their nails and hair done for free and lashes and stuff. But let's be honest, that stuff is expensive. Girls' maintenance is expensive, and I think the Dallas Cowgirls, you know, should get that for free because it's an image they have to keep up with. So if you want them to, if their pay is so little, then of course they needed help with at least that stuff because it is very expensive. To be a girl is expensive, okay? Yeah, I was just like really happy that at the end of it, they were making more money. They increased their pay by like 400%, which now they're making $75 an hour, and they're getting paid, I think, $1,600 a game. I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Foundation, Honey Bronze, and 4W1. But as they should. I mean, they work really hard. If you watch the game, like they live, breathe, and eat the game. And, you know, it's, women's pay is just something that's, it's sad. Oh God, obviously we need to get some more. I have another one. That one's empty too. Goodness, I have to get some more. Yeah, but women's pay, equality, and all that is its own topic, isn't it? Definitely is. But I was happy to see that they went for it, they fought for it, and were able to get that increase, and they should. life is getting expensive. Everything going on is getting expensive, and these companies are still gonna make their money. They're still gonna make their money. It's only gonna get expensive for us. But so yeah, I was really happy to see that. It was nice to see they were successful. So now the other girls that come in and you know, they might not have to work a second or third job just to make ends meet. You know what I mean? Like, they could probably even save some money and actually just spend more time on the dance and being less tired and more motivated, and you know. And then they had all these girls, like little girls, go and see them and stuff, and it's like, you know, you just want to leave. And one of the quotes that they were saying, just gonna take a beauty blender, blend this out. So Estee Lauder is my trusted brand in foundation. It's one of my favorites. It's what I wear for full coverage, all day snatched look. So I do expect a lot from it. Oh my god, all this talking and I forgot to do my eyeshadow. Oh boy. Okay, let's just finish the rest of the face first today because I should have done my eyeshadow, but I got distracted. Use my LYS stick for contour. We'll do eyeshadow last today. And I've worked in corporate for a while now, and being a female, especially a brown girl, colored girl, is very hard in corporate. It's very hard. It's hard to be a female, but then it's like if you're any of the other levels, like I feel like for maybe white or Caucasian females, they have it a little bit better than the rest of us because, you know, they're right there underneath the boys club, male dominated. They're like the first level of female that can get ahead, and then it's the rest of us, and it's very hard because you have to be tough, but then you can't be too tough because then you're a bitch. Meanwhile, men, they're looked at as ambitious and motivated, and we're looked at as basically aggressive. Yeah, I've been called that before. And I'm just like, great. So you don't want me to be too emotional, but then I can't be tough either, because then I'm a bitch. Yeah, there's just a lot of stereotypes. Let's do blush next. So I'm gonna be doing the e.l.f. blush here. I like this one because it's like a coral pink. Yeah, Coral Crush. I like it, it's very pretty. These are really pigmented. And we use that angled brush there and just blend it out. So yeah, it's a difficult world to navigate. And it's crazy because you wouldn't think, and I'm gonna just set some of my eyes just because I got to it kind of last. So I'm gonna just go in and kind of blend this back out. And then I'm gonna take just some Airspun and I'm going to set the eye area so I don't have that creasing going on while I do the rest of my face. Yeah. In general, I think it's just like a really hard area to kind of navigate. let's do our Estee Lauder concealer. This is in 3N medium neutral under the eyes. Now this concealer is like really light. I like it, but it's, I don't know yet. I don't know. Again, if it breaks today, then I might not use it with my, because usually when I use my Estee Lauder foundation, like I'm good, I'm covered, but the way I had breakage yesterday, and what I'm also going to avoid is putting any concealer here and see if I still have that breakage going on. And that, what I mean is like hardcore breaking and cracking of my makeup and like creasing really bad. A little bit of creasing is expected after all day, but I usually don't have that issue, so I was a little concerned. Blend out this area here. It's really nice to see women making it in corporate America, especially women of color. I've had some pretty bad experiences with, you know, just having women mentors, or just having female leaders. Like, I think the last one I had was especially bad. She thought she was doing something for the women and she wasn't. She was just very rude, and she preferred to pick like men for everything, and she gave the women such a hard time. And I understand, like, if you want to be kind of hard on women because it's already hard out there, but we're already hard on ourselves, and I don't think we need, I'm not saying we need like to be the softest, because I understand you need to, you know, but I don't know, it's just, there was a big difference between how the males were treated and how the women were treated. And instead of motivating the women, I think there was a lot of, we felt the opposite. So yeah, I've had some bad experiences with female leaders, and it's hard to have like a mentor, a female mentor who's made it, because I think they're struggling themselves as well. So like everyone is struggling. And if they're doing well, they're trying to continue doing well, and maybe they don't have time to mentor, or maybe they don't know how to mentor. It could be a lot of things, but, and then there's a lot of like competition, and there's a lot of like, oh, you're gonna take my job, or, you know, there's like jealousy and stuff, and it's just very odd. I don't know. Yeah, so it hasn't been exactly the greatest ride, I would say. It's really tough. So I just work on my own skills, and I try to keep up with the demand, and I try to do what I can, because yeah, having a female mentor, and then I have a really strong personality, so I struggle with with that. So let's do Charlotte Tilbury for my contour setting. Yeah, and I think I'm too honest, and I'm not always like positive. Like I don't know, my sense of humor is odd. I think I just communicate weird. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but it's hard to, you can't be fully open when you work in corporate either. You have to keep shit to yourself, like, so it's like a struggle of like not letting people know what your moves are, and I don't know. I think I still come off as unapproachable, even though I try not to be. I think I still come off as unapproachable just because I'm usually stuck in my head thoughts, and you know, I have a strong personality, and then sometimes if other people have strong personalities, like I just kind of stay quiet because I don't want to rock the boat. So yeah, it's difficult. It's very difficult. But I try to just go to work, do my job, learn some skills, learn some stuff that's really gonna mean something in the future, and go home and talk to my wife, because that's usually what works. All right, so we got that contour kind of set. Let's see here. Go back and kind of blend this out. All right, and I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier setting powder just because another trusted brand. Let's do this area first. And then let's do the mouth area. Nose, forehead. Okay. You can see I'm pretty set right now. So what I want to do is obviously bring some color back into the mix because we've lost some. And so to do that, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is, I did get the Charlotte Tilbury. This is medium into a fluffy brush here, and use it to go over the places that I powdered. Kind of helps blend and add a little bit of color back in. Beautiful. Use a smaller brush and just go under the eye area here. Beautiful. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and give her a spray, just one. And for eyeshadow, I did get the Mario, and these are the colors. Super neutral, love it. This is the Master Mattes. And I used it yesterday and I absolutely loved it. So we're gonna use it again today. With the brown, I think. Yeah, one of the darkest browns. I'm just gonna start with that. And it kind of comes off as blue. You see that? I don't know why, but this is the brown, the darkest brown, and it comes off as blue. Maybe it's my skin tone, I don't know, but yesterday it was the same thing, so I'm glad today I see that it's really just, it looks brown on the palette, it's this color right here, but it comes off as blue. Okay, well that's fine. I'll just add some browns. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I think I just want to be the best that I can be, and you know, hold my weight, but I also want to show women that it's possible to get ahead, other women like me. And I think I've been working at it really hard for many years, and it has not been easy. It's not easy, especially when people constantly underestimate you or overlook you or shut you down for whatever reason. Just keep going. All right, so I'm going to go in with the brown that's next to it, and then try to put some more brown in there maybe. I think that whole row is like bluish. Very weird. Yeah, I think this whole row is like kind of bluish. I don't know how. Let's just go with the brown on top. Okay, that's actually brown, so let's see if I can try to make it brown. Okay. So the layer up, that brown actually comes off as brown, which is nice because that's what I need. Because I wanted to get one of these for my clients too, so I'm glad I kind of looked at. And skin colors also, it comes off different. I've noticed a lot of eyeshadows that look brown, when you actually wear them, they're blue. So it looks pretty blue, I would say. I want to keep the middle area kind of light to offset this blue, so I think I'm going to go in with the very top color here. Let's see if I can lighten this area up. Maybe I have to go in with the white. I'm kind of using the white to lighten it up on the lid. Okay. Let's do some white on the edges there too. Okay, note to self, don't use that dark color because it's bluish. A little disappointing. I'm gonna try to use a different brown and see if I can help this situation. Okay. I think I can mute the blue a little bit. It's nice. I think muting the blue is the best I can do. Angled brush. I think my contour was a little bit too dark, and that's the thing with the deep fonts. You have to be careful because it does become a really thick layer for some reason of contour. So yeah, maybe I didn't need so many layers of the dark contour, but it's okay. Actually, let's go back in with the Mario palette, and I do need to get some powder under my eye. I'm looking a little crazy right now. Let's go in with the highlight. Kind of bring some sparkle back. And I also need to do a little bit of a cleanup right here because I'm looking bad. Take my concealer here and then just do a lift and clean up. You see that? Wha-bam. Take your powder and just reset it. I'm not gonna lie, one thing makeup has done for me working in corporate is at least give me some confidence with, you know, looking good. And I'm really big on if you look good, you feel good, you do better. So it's at least helped me in that area. Okay, and just some back there, go back in with your highlight. So keep killing it, baddies. Keep going. Keep going. And one day it'll be your turn to shine. What I do want to do is add some right here, some glitter. Just because that blue really messed with my eyes, like eyeshadow. I just don't like the blue, but there's not much I can do right now to fix it. So I'm just gonna make her look pretty in other ways. By adding glitter. There you go. Okay. And you're gonna go in for a spray. All right, let's do mascara. I'm gonna do Fenty. Okay. Oops, got some on my eye there. Okay. We're looking good. Okay, I'm gonna need another layer of the mascara, but let's do the Lippie. So I'm going to use the Dennis Admirix. I'm going to use that as my lip liner because she just works so good and it stays on all day. And this color brown is like perfect for my lips because it's not too dark, it's not too light, it's perfect. Get a flat brush. Yep, there you go. Perfect. I'm gonna let that dry down some before I go in with an actual lippy. And it dries down pretty fast. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Huda Beauty, and then this is in Anniversary. So look at that. Beautiful. And she's so moist. Beautiful. Okay, so we're looking great. We're looking great. Beautiful. I think she looks great. So I think we're ready to go. Another day in a male-dominated industry. Women rules. All right, see you guys, talk to you guys soon. And honestly, putting some makeup on really helped me woosah a little bit and get myself together. So makeup therapy. Love y'all. Go be a baddie. Bye.